Good afternoon, everyone. Please be seated. My name is Elizabeth Church, and I'm the Vice President, Academic and Provost here at the Mount, and I would like to welcome you to this most joyous occasion. As we gather today, I would like to acknowledge and pay respect to the Indigenous people on whose land we meet. Mount St. Vincent University is built on unceded Mi'kmaq territory. We pay respect to the Aboriginal custodianship of this land and to the elders, past, present, and future. I would like to invite Patrick Small-Legs-Nagy, our Special Advisor on Aboriginal Affairs to the President, may have the longest title on campus, to come forward to give the invocation.
Oki Sanatapi Anuk Sisikoi. Madame Chancellor, Madame President, honorary degree recipient, honor guests, colleagues, family, and friends of the graduates, and most especially the 2018 graduates. Welcome, bienvenue, epchalasi. Today we celebrate the accomplishments of the graduates of 2018. Your hard efforts and determination have you here today, but we also know that many individuals were alongside you as you worked for this day. I'm sure that parents, grandparents, spouses, significant others, children, friends, teachers, and professors all helped you in different ways to reach this day. We salute them as well. As students, you learned of relevant data, useful information, and new knowledge. Your learnings were enriching and enlightening and will help you with your future careers. You now have entered a time where you need to experience life, to self-reflect, to acquire insight, to continue to question, to truly understand, to take your learnings and continue to learn, to be able to acquire wisdom that will help you reach your full potential as an individual. In addition, consider the advice of elders, not because they are always right, but because of the wisdom they gleaned from being wrong sometimes. Creator, known by many names, open our hearts to peace and healing between all people. Creator, open our hearts to provide and protect for children of the earth. Creator, open our hearts to respect for the earth and all the gifts of the earth. Creator, open our hearts to end exclusion, violence, and fear among all. Thank you for the gifts of this day and every day. Amen.
Thank you, Patrick. So we're very pleased to see children here today. We really enjoy having children. We understand that children do make noise. We also have a room up on the 5th floor, seat in 530, which is streaming the ceremony in real time, where we have coloring books and crayons if people want to go up there. Today's event is also being celebrated on social media. We invite you to join in using the hashtag MSVUgrads, all one word. You can log into our secure wireless using Mount, and the password is Convocation, all small letters, 18. We ask that only graduates cross the stage during the conferring of academic degrees, and the auditorium will be open, and you'll be very welcome to come on stage after the degrees are given to take photos with family and friends. So I'd now like to invite our President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mary Bluchart, to come to the stage, to give the podium to give welcoming remarks.
Good afternoon. Okay, once more. They were too quiet this morning, too. Come on, it's a good day. Madam Board Chair, Madam Chancellor, government representatives, Students' Union President, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, graduates, families, and friends. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to Mount St. Vincent University's Spring 2018 Convocation. At our 3 convocation ceremonies, we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of more than 600 of our students from 29 different countries. They have completed their required courses of study and now receive their certificates, diplomas, and degrees from 40 programs. 113 students are graduating with distinction, and 17 students are graduating with first-class honors. 28 students will receive a Senate Award of Distinction. We're very, very proud of today's graduates And on behalf of the entire Mount community, I congratulate you all on your achievement of your academic goals here at the Mount. You are truly amazing. Don't you think they're truly amazing? I think so. I'm delighted to see so many members of the Mount family counted among today's graduands, student athletes, volunteers, Students' Union members, and some of our staff as well. It is a privilege to join you in today's celebration. Also joining our students are 3 exceptional individuals who will serve as an inspiration for our graduates and an inspiration for all of us as they accept an honorary degree. We're proud to share our spring convocation with a dedicated champion of economic, environmental, and social justice, Megan Leslie, now President and CEO of World Wildlife Fund Canada, who received her degree this morning. Jane Abram, a lifelong advocate on behalf of First Nations, as well as a residential school survivor and Truth and Reconciliation contributor, who we will celebrate with this afternoon. And Deborah Gillis, President and CEO of the Center for Addiction and Mental Health Foundation, and a recognized leader on thought, gender equity, equality, diversity, inclusion, who will celebrate with us tomorrow. Convocation is one of my favorite times of the year as we celebrate the ultimate achievement of our students, that being graduation. Graduands today marks a huge milestone for you. Today you celebrate the end of an exciting, but no doubt also some challenging times along your journey. And we, your family, friends, and Mount community celebrate heartily with you. Major milestones like this one are a natural time of reflection in our lives. As you look back on the time at the Mount, may you do so with fond memories for the people you've met, including friends, mentors, outstanding faculty and staff, and places you've been, and the knowledge and skills you have acquired. Certainly the Mount community is stronger because each one of you has been a part of it. You have left your footprint on our hearts. As well, I encourage you to translate the experience and opportunities you have had into a commitment to others. Pay it forward, if you will. The Mount's more than 140-year history is truly a story of humanity and growth. Since our beginning, we've been an institution concerned and passionate about the well-being of individuals, communities, at home, and around the globe. We've been home to faculty, students, staff, and alumni with a deep sense of the importance of community engagement and social justice. Faculty like Dr. Ardra Cole in the Faculty of Education, whose work is exploring the critical connection between seniors and their dogs. Dr. Cole has observed the significant physical and emotional benefits of canine companionship for our seniors. As one reporter covering her recent research exhibit noted, according to Nova Scotia's 2017 Action Plan for an Aging Population, more than 1/4 of the province's population will be aged 65 and older by the year 2030. Dr. Cole hopes that her research will play a role in supporting seniors who want to keep their dogs with them when and if they move into nursing homes or residential care facilities. I had the privilege of visiting Dr. Cole's exhibition and to see the expression in the eyes of the seniors and that of their canine companions was priceless. Our students demonstrate exceptional commitment to social responsibility as well. Students like your valedictorian for today's ceremony, Pamela Lovelace, who pursued her most recent degree while also a busy mom of 2 teenagers, working full-time, serving as chair of Equal Voice Nova Scotia, an organization dedicated to electing more women to political office in Canada. During her studies, she also served on the University Student Union and volunteered at an annual conference hosted by the university and dedicated to inspiring young girls, to name just a few, to encourage them into politics, to name just a few of her many, many contributions. A commitment to others is what drives so many staff here at the Mount as well. Around Valentine's Day this year, a Mount student wrote me a note about two exceptionally caring staff, Jude Bartholomew, custodial team member, and Joan Wilson from the McCain Cafe. In her note, the student spoke of how both Jude and Joan demonstrate genuine care and concern for Mount students. And they were always ready to offer a word of encouragement. Last, and certainly not least, countless Mount alum are living the importance of community engagement and social justice in their work each day. Alum like Martin Sajinga, a chemistry graduate who is currently completing his PhD in Montreal, and for whom the desire to create something to help the world has remained constant for him. He's focused on green chemistry, looking at ways to remove oil pollution from water using natural products. And I could go on. As you take your next steps in your career to pursue further studies or to take a new job or any other adventure, do it with commitment to supporting others, and do it with a commitment to your community. And keep these words in mind from author and civil rights activist Maya Angelou. She said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." Graduates, today we thank you, celebrate you, and bid you farewell, confident that your future will be enriched as a result of your time as a Mount student. We look forward to having you with us a very long time in the Mount family as our alumni. I now invite each of you graduates to join me in thanking the Mount faculty and staff who have guided your growth and learning. You have been taught and supported by the very best, as well as your family and friends who have supported you throughout your time with us. Let's join in giving them a big round of applause. Finally, I would like to acknowledge all the people who have worked to prepare for today's ceremony. Ceremonies such as this just do not happen on their own. The folks are all phenomenal, and without their hard work and commitment to making this day special for you and your families, for all of us, our celebration today would not have been possible, and we thank you. We are proud of you, and come home to the Mount often. You are always welcome at the Mount. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Bluchart. We will now present a faculty award for teaching, and I'm delighted to announce that Dr. Tracy Monens of the Department of Communication Studies is this year's recipient of the Alumni Early Career Teaching Award. Dr. Monens, yes, please. And you can see how enthusiastic our colleagues are over here. So I'd just like to say a little bit from the citation for Dr. Monens. Dr. Monens stands out for her innovative, deeply thoughtful, and highly effective teaching of writing at all levels. She uses many inventive, student-centered approaches to supporting students, including peer mentoring and student portfolios. She's also presented and published widely on the scholarship of teaching and learning and has a sizable contribution to that field. Dr. Monens describes teaching as one of the great joys of her life, and students are quick to pick up on her passion for teaching. As one student said, "The thing I appreciate most about Tracy is her flexibility and support in helping students find their voice." Please join me in congratulating Dr. Monens for her exceptional contributions. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Sherry Pictou to the podium to present our honorary degree candidate, Jane Abram. Jane, could you just stand for a moment so people know who you are? There, great. Sherry, please come forward. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Madam Board Chair, Madam Chancellor, Madam President, distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, family and friends, my elders. It is my honor and great pleasure to present to you Jane Abram for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. It is also with great honor that I am able to present Elder Jane Abram to Mount St. Vincent University that is situated on our ancestral homelands known as Mi'kmaq, dating back over 13,000 years or more. Jane is one of 11 children. She proudly attributes her commitment to Mi'kmaq knowledge and education to her parents, Tom, who we refer into the Mi'kmaq language as Duma, and Sarah Young. This is despite the fact that at a very young age, the age of 6, along with her brothers and sisters, Jane was forced to attend the Shubenacadie Residential School for over 8 years, marking much of her early childhood. It is also where she lost her older brother, Maurice, who died from a tragic accident. Canadians are now just starting to learn about the extreme abuses that so many Indigenous children suffered, if not died from, in residential schools across Canada. The negative impacts of attending the Shubenacadie Residential School, however, would not deter Jane from her commitment to restoring her own Indigenous knowledge and to the broader field of education on her life journey. After attending high school in Antigonish, Nova Scotia, Jane married Cyril Abram from the Millbrook First Nation adjacent to the town of Truro, where she raised 6 children. As a parent, Jane became even more determined to pass on Indigenous knowledge while at the same time demonstrating the importance of education to her children, grandchildren, and to her community. I hope I could get through this. At the age of 40, Jane attended the Nova Scotia Teachers College and also here at the Mount, earning a Bachelor of Education degree in 1986. She then worked 10 years as a teacher's aide at the St. Mary's Elementary School in Truro, as well as an adult educator at the Millbrook Adult Learning Center. In the mid-1990s, Jane then became the education counselor at the Aboriginal Counseling Unit established at Dalhousie University by the Confederacy of Mainland Mi'kmaq. It is at this time that I, as a Master of Arts student, also in the field of education, attended Dalhousie, met Jane. From then on, Jane became an important mentor for me and for so many other Indigenous students attending universities across the province, and I'm sure the Maritimes. Jane was a key figure and advisor in assisting post-secondary institutions in implementing the Truth and Reconciliation calls to action announced by the federal government in 2015. She also continues to work hard in providing guidance, emotional and spiritual support to her family, her own community, and to the broader Mi'kmaq community and to the Indigenous students. Jane was a key figure in setting up the Aboriginal Student Centre here at the Mount in 2013, to which Indigenous students, faculty, staff, and our visiting elders are so very grateful for. It is a space where we are able to find support and proudly engage and share with others our Indigenous life ways. I remember while completing my PhD degree, which was not all that long ago, Jane and I were in ceremony together, and she expressed hopes that I would teach at the university level. It is with this type of mentorship from Jane that has led me to this honor of presenting her today. Jane is an elder, teacher, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and friend who continues to demonstrate an exemplary commitment to education and Indigenous knowledge, a role model for us all. Now, before I call on Madam Chancellor, please allow me to take this opportunity on behalf of the Aboriginal Student Centre, myself as a faculty member, and Patrick Smalllegs, the Indigenous Special Advisor to the President, to present to you Elder Jane Abram, this Eagle Feather, marking one of the highest Indigenous honors for all of your contributions to Indigenous students and their communities. Now, Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University, I ask you to bestow upon Jane Abram the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, amisinogama, all my relations.
On behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you, Jane Abram, to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
I would now like to invite Dr. Abram to come to the podium to deliver her address. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. I stand here with a grateful heart for the honor that Mount St. Vincent University has bestowed upon me. And I share this day of celebration with all of you graduates. Thank you. I too was a student here at the Mount in 1985, and I acknowledge that much has happened in the last 33 years. Some of these changes have influenced my Mi'kmaq community more than others. For example, in 1993, Premier John Savage declared October as Mi'kmaq History Month. In 1996, the Governor General of Canada, Romeo LeBlanc, proclaimed June 21st as National Aboriginal Day. And in 2015, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission released its report. But one of the greatest changes that holds the greatest satisfaction for me as a Mi'kmaq education advocate happened closer to home when the Mount opened its doors to the Aboriginal Student Center in February of 2013. Prior to choosing the Mount, I had completed 3 years at the Nova Scotia Teachers College in Truro. I pursued my year at the Mount because I wanted to hold a university degree. I wanted to add a university degree to my teacher's certificate. And I chose the Mount not only because of the support it offered its students, but also because it provided a positive learning environment where women's contribution and perspectives were valued. I am so pleased that this is a practice that continues to this day. To the graduates of the Mount, class of 2018, I want you to fully understand how strongly and deeply I celebrate your achievements. I know the struggles, sacrifices, and hardships that each and every one of you have gone through to get here today. Remember, I too was a student, and at the same time, I held the roles of mother and wife. On that note, I'd like to share a little bit about my family, and in particular, my childhood. My mom, Sarah Bernard, was a strong, courageous, and loving mom. My dad was Tom Young, Duma. He was a carpenter by trade and built boats. Boat building was somewhat of a hobby for Dad, but people liked his workmanship and bought boats from him. He was a resourceful man, so he built lawn furniture from the scraps. He also repaired other people's furniture. His real love was being outdoors, fishing in all seasons and trapping in the winter. Together, they raised 10 children. At this momentous time in my life, I want to acknowledge my siblings: Isabel, Margaret, Alice, Morris, Helen, Tom, Clara, Mary Kay, and Eleanor. There is a reason why I name my siblings, and it is this. I was 6 years old when I, and along with my brothers and sisters, were forcibly removed from our home in Antigonish and taken to the Shubenacadie Residential School. In total, I spent 8 years there. I will always be grateful to my Creator for allowing me and my siblings to have the 5 years with my mom and dad. It was during that precious time that they showed us traditional teachings, the foundation being respect for each other and all life, unconditional love, acceptance, and the importance of honesty. It was through their daily activities that they demonstrated a strong work ethic. My parents were also the most important heroes in my life because of the values they instilled in me. They stressed the importance of getting an education, and they didn't want us to struggle the way they did. They wanted us to be independent and self-sufficient. They saw education as a path to opportunities that weren't available to them. If you allow me, I would like to tell you how I'm able to take my experience at the residential school and advocate for the Mi'kmaq children, and how I was able to turn my parents' advice into action. In 1986, I received my BEd from the Mount. My first job was at St. Mary's Elementary School. At that time, we were known as teacher aides, and we worked exclusively with Mi'kmaq children. I was acutely aware of the struggles that the children went through. It was not only the language that was a problem, but also the way subjects were taught. Children were expected to grasp concepts that were somewhat foreign. There was very little room for mistakes, and children sensed that very quickly. There were times when children were given negative labels. I remember finding a history book in the desk of a grade 5 classroom and bringing it to the teacher's attention. The book talked about Indians being savages. "You're not still teaching this to our children," I said. "No," she said, and then she collected up the books and put them in the closet. Fortunately, since I started my career more than 30 years ago, tremendous strides have been made, not only in the field of teacher training, but at all levels of education. I celebrate the way the Mount has taken leadership in the training of teachers. To be culturally aware of the differences can only lead to a better educational experience for children. Following my years working with the Mi'kmaq children at the elementary school level, I started working for the Confederacy of Mainland Mi'kmaq. As a Native education counselor, I traveled to Halifax daily to work with the Mi'kmaq students attending university. I spent 5 years working with students and helped to address countless numbers of students' concerns. At the university level, the issues were more complex. My students were in need of a strong support system as they started out. I was able to help build those for them, connecting students with the university staff, including advisors, professors, and administrators. And I strongly encouraged them to become their own advocates. My years working as a Native education counselor for Dalhousie University allowed me to provide the voice for the Native students who came to me looking for guidance and support. I could see how the residential school experience had somehow taken away their voices, and they were unable to ask for help from the school and the professors. You might wonder how these students who hadn't attended residential school had lost their voices, and why I am linking them to residential school. You see, when we were in residential school, we were warned by the nuns and the priests never to discuss what happened at the school with our families back home. We were threatened with severe punishment if we discussed anything outside the school. We learned how to remain silent despite the abuse we endured for the many years that we were there. So along with our language, our voices were silenced. We learned that we were not allowed to ask for help or never complain. The lessons of residential school had been carried back to our communities, became firmly entrenched, and were being passed through generations. I related to those university students and their struggles to find their voices. I worked hard at encouraging them to form a new tradition, one of advocacy for one another. I found people who were willing to participate and cooperate with me as we prepared these new young minds for the challenges that lay ahead. It was a wonderful time in my life, and I'm proud of the work we accomplished, but the work is not yet done. Today, I participate in sentencing circles for Native offenders through the Mi'kmaq Legal Support Network. It is there I see the effects of the residential school continually played out and reenacted generation after generation, leaving in its wake depression, despair, abuse, and suicide. Just as I had worked with the elementary teachers many years ago, today I ask you, no matter what your professional path may be, to change the way you see my people. We have been through much more than I could ever discuss with you in one day, and we need people willing to collaborate with us. I need you to become a partner within our communities. We need to move forward with one another in order to build a better tomorrow. I want you to endeavor to become advocates for those you encounter who seem to have lost hope or motivation. To those who have lost their voice, look beyond the obvious. Don't make quick and superficial judgments, and don't apply labels, especially negative ones. Look at the cause of the behavior and try to support those that need redirection or an understanding ear. Hear their story. You can become an advocate for those you encounter along your journey, and help find hope and purpose again. To the future teachers here today, try to be an advocate for the quiet, reluctant student, a calming influence for the erratic student, and an encouraging voice for all those in your care. The confident, successful students are already on their way. Please embrace divergent learners and lead them towards the door of successful learning. You are their advocate. We need you to find the spark in each student to motivate them to become successful learners. To end, I share with you a piece of advice my mom instilled in me and my siblings. And I hope you will share it with your students as well. As she used to say to us, walk tall, walk tall. Hold your head up high and be proud of who you are. Well, I'll sit down.
That's beautiful. Thank you very much. I love you talking. Thank you, Dr. Abram, for sharing your wisdom with us. We now have come to a moment of quiet reflection in the ceremony. I'd like to introduce two musicians who we're very lucky and privileged to have with us for many of our convocation ceremonies, Diana Torbat and Shimon Valt. They will be playing a piece by Rachmaninoff called Vocalize. I'd like to invite Tanya Lorimer Charles to come to the podium, bring welcome greetings from the Alumni Association.
Madam Chancellor, Madam President, distinguished guests, our graduates, faculty, family, and friends. To our graduates, congratulations. Today is a day for you to celebrate your academic and personal success. I say with both experience and confidence that your Mount education will influence many aspects of your life moving forward. Your professors, your peers, and the greater Mount community have helped to form a unique and rich foundation for your bright future. Throughout your time here, your experiences may have also been unknowingly shaped by those who graduated before you. As guest lecturers, co-op employers, university staff, mentors, and sports fans, you have felt the impact of the alumni who remain connected to this very special place. I hope that when you leave here today, that you too will stay connected. As you are bestowed your degrees, you will also receive an alumni pin, lapel pin, bearing the coat of arms of the Mount to mark your membership in the Alumni Association. You will become one of the many thousands of women and men from around the globe to study at the Mount, at this wonderful place. Wear your pin with pride, and as you start the next phase of your life, please stay close and keep us informed about your news and accomplishments. On behalf of all Mount alumni, congratulations and welcome to the family.
Thank you, Tanya. So now we've come to the moment in the ceremony for which we're all gathered to see our students become our graduates. The stage will host just the graduates and the official members of the Convocation. So I know family and friends, I'm sure many of you would like to take pictures as your graduate crosses the stage. Feel free to come down to the bottom. We do ask that you not come onto the stage. And I'd now like to invite our Chancellor to come to the Purdue and our Dean of Professional and Graduate Studies, Dr. Kim Keenapple, to come to the podium.
During this afternoon's presentations of the graduation certificates, parchments, some students will be named as receiving the Senate Award of Distinction. These Senate Awards of Distinction are engraved pewter medals awarded by the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University. The undergraduate awards are presented in recognition of superior academic achievement to the student who graduates with distinction and the highest aggregate. The Master's Awards are presented upon the recommendation of each graduate program. Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the Collegiate Honors of Graduation. I attest that they have successfully completed the required courses of study, and I ask that they be awarded the baccalaureate degree. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations on Maggie Archibald, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Maggie, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Good luck. That way.
Morgan Atwater, Cooperative Education.
Morgan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations as promised. Congratulations.
Nor Obeid, Cooperative Education.
Nora, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. Good luck.
Laura Brinning, Cooperative Education with Distinction. Alicia, sorry.
Laura, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations. Good luck.
Michelle Campbell.
Shall I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations? Congratulations.
Michaela Carroll, Cooperative Education.
Michaela, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Good luck.
Jessica Clements, Cooperative Education.
Sarah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations.
Kelsey Clory, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Kelsey, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Good job. Congratulations.
Emily Kraft, Cooperative Education.
Emily, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. You're welcome. That way.
Craig Curry, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Craig, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations.
Raina DeBrewer, Cooperative Education with Distinction and highest aggregate in the Senate Medal of Distinction.
Raina, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations on your medal and everything. Okay.
Angelina Della Vella, Cooperative Education.
Angelina, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. Good luck.
Catherine Doyle, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Catherine, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Marie DeGanzik.
Marie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations.
Keegan Eatman, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Keegan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Good luck.
Katie Feltmate, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Katie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations.
Joshua Gallant, Cooperative Education.
Joshua, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Nada Holloway, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Nona, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations.
Alex Henderson, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Alice, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations.
Caitlin Mary Hickey, Cooperative Education with Distinction.
Caitlin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Emily Holland, Cooperative Education.
Emily, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. That way.
Jamie Landry, Cooperative Education.
Jamie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations.
Jade Morris, Cooperative Education.
You're not that easy. Jade, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. Good luck dealing with them.
Alexandra Noonan, Cooperative Education.
Hi. Alexander, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations.
Aaliyah Parker, Cooperative Education with distinction.
Aaliyah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Riley Peacock, Cooperative Education.
Riley, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations.
Cassie Pilon, Cooperative Education with distinction.
Cassie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. Good job. Thank you.
Jesse Richardson, Cooperative Education with distinction.
Jesse, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations on a good job. You're welcome.
Lucas Schofield, Cooperative Education.
Lucas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. Good luck.
Lucas Shea, Cooperative Education.
Hi. Lucas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anastasia Smallwood, Cooperative Education with distinction.
Anastasia, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations.
Sarah Swiminer, Cooperative Education.
Sarah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations.
Nicholas Valur, Cooperative Education with distinction.
Nicholas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Good job.
Thank you.
Welcome. Go that way.
Christelle Ward, Cooperative Education with distinction.
Krista, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations with distinction. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Mabel Wang, Cooperative Education.
Mabel, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Public Relations. Congratulations. You're welcome.
And these are our Bachelor of Public Relations graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Science, Science Communication on Megan Bartlett with distinction and the Senate Medal of Distinction.
Megan, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Science Communication, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, with distinction and with your prize. Good job. You're welcome.
Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Master of Public Relations on Thalmer Saw bin Shewewin.
I admit you to the degree, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to do the whole thing. On behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Master of Public Relations with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I want to do it right. Congratulations.
And Thalma receives the Senate Medal of Distinction. Kristen Johnson.
Kristen, I admit you to the degree of Master of Public Relations. Congratulations.
Hillary Myra McEachern.
Hillary, I admit you to the degree of Master of Public Relations. Good job. You're welcome.
Adam Murphy.
Adam, I admit you to the degree of Master of Public Relations. Congratulations. You're welcome.
And these are our Master of Public Relations graduates. Mount St. Vincent confers the degree of Master of Arts in Communication on Rose Alana Bartlett.
Rose, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Communication with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Good. Good.
Dana Marilee Bell McCallum.
Anita, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Communication. You're welcome.
Lindsay Fault.
Lindsay, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Communication. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jessica Marita Gillis.
Jessica, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Communication. Congratulations. You're welcome.
These are our Master of Arts in Communication graduates. At this point, I'd like to invite my colleague, Dr. Ardra Cole, Acting Co-Dean in the Faculty of Education, to the podium.
Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the Collegiate Honors of Graduation. I attest that they have successfully completed the required course of study, and I ask that they be awarded the baccalaureate degree. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Education on Imogen A. Allen Rice.
Imogen, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Jordana H. Beal.
Georgiana, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Good luck.
Bridget Beaton.
Bridget, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Rhiannon Estelle Barassa.
Rhiannon, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Amy E. Brown.
Amy, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Maria A. Brown.
Maria, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Good luck.
Christiane Kayleen Campbell.
Christine, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome very much.
Emily Corkum.
Emily, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome. Good luck.
Allison L. Creaser.
Allison, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Good luck.
Bradley Scott Kraus.
Bradley, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Brittany Nicole Rose Dantemont.
Brittany, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Julie Dugay.
Julie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Kirsten J. Dunlop.
Kirsten, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Melody Rose Eagles de Hernandez.
Melody, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Laura E. Follett.
Laura, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Samantha J. Forsythe.
Samantha, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Raven S. Franks.
Okay. Raven, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. You got all the congratulations.
Yasmin Jabari.
Yasmin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Thomas S. Grant.
Thomas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Quiet them down, okay? Kathleen Lillian Louise Groves. Kathleen, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. You're just as important. Congratulations.
Brianna Haley.
Brianna, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Natalie S. Hardy, Senate Medal of Distinction.
Natalie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations on your Senate medal, too. God bless.
Chelsea Hearn.
Chelsea, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sarah Henley.
Sarah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jane Emma Holder.
Jane, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations, Jane.
Catherine E. Hook.
Catherine, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Taylor M. Johnson.
Taylor, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Tiffany N. Kennedy.
Tiffany, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sarah Ann P. Kingsbury.
Sarah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Paige Laking.
Paige, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Sophie L. Langell.
Sophie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Eric Luke Leclerc.
Eric, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Island Lee.
Ivan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Good job.
Haley L. McDonald.
Haley, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
David McClellan.
David, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Allison L. McQueen.
Allison, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sonia V. Mal Keating.
Sonia, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Nicole N. Martin.
Nicole, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jeffrey A. Matheson.
Jeffrey, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Douglas W. McCarthy.
Douglas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education.
Is it too late to change my major?
Oh, funny.
Victoria Me.
Victoria, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Angus J. Miller.
Angus, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Kelly A. Mortimer.
Kelly, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Samantha Danielle Pearson.
Samantha, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Amanda H. Reyes.
Amanda, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Stephanie R. Pitcher.
Stephanie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. You know those people? Congratulations.
Catherine Laura Pohaidik.
Catherine, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education.
Alexa J. Poirier.
Alexa, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Welcome.
Matthew L. Porter.
Matthew, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Welcome.
Alexis Robinson.
Alexis, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Alicia A. Ross.
Alicia, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome. Good job.
Pamela Jade Rousel.
Hi. Pamela, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Shaylin Saunders.
Shaylin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jason H. Schlegel.
Jason, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jessie Marie Shaw.
Jessie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Megan E. Simmons.
Megan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Kara J. Slaughter.
Kara, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations.
Chastity C. St. Louis.
Chastity, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. You're welcome.
Angela D.K. Todd.
Angela, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education.
Janessa Tynes.
Janessa, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education.
Thomas G. Watson.
Thomas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations and welcome.
Jessica E. Wilson.
Jessica, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. Congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome.
Veronica J. Young.
Veronica, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Education. You're welcome.
These are our Bachelor of Education graduates. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Master of Education on Reem M. Ambalawi.
Reem, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Michelle Mohammed Al-Salam.
Michelle, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Ronnie Apau.
Ronnie, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Patrick Ayim.
Patrick, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Danielle E. Aylward.
Danielle, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Michelle Annette Ball, Senate Medal of Distinction.
Michelle, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations on your Senate medal, too. You're welcome.
Alicia V. Barlow.
Alicia, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sharon Joanne Bennett.
Sharon, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. There's someone over there for you.
Kenna D. Brzezowski.
And I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Marlon G. Betancourt.
Marilyn, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. You're welcome.
Anne Ruth Duta Briscom.
And I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. You're welcome.
Tracy L. Churchill.
Tracy, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Angela M. Doyle.
Angela, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. You're welcome.
Rachel Enns.
Rachel, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Brian G. Fader.
I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Great job. You're welcome.
Natalie D. Glode.
Natalie, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. It's a privilege. Good luck.
Taylor Doncia Hanley.
Taylor, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Shirley P. Harden.
Shirley, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. Good to see you.
Kimberly A. Henneberry.
Kimberly, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Jennifer L. Heisted.
Jennifer, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Gail D. Hounsel.
Gail, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. Good to see you.
Patricia Howell.
Patricia, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Bobby J. Cahill.
Bobby, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jessica Brenton Kennedy.
Jessica, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Deborah Kissy Appia.
Deborah, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Anne Leslie Leahy.
And I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Pamela Robin Lovelace.
Pamela, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Good luck.
Suzanne Marie McDonald.
Suzanne, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Charlotte G. Marble.
Charlotte, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome. Take care.
Dana D. McDonough.
Dana, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Dorothy M. Mullins.
Dorothy, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Good luck. Good to see you.
Melissa E. Noble, Senate Medal of Distinction.
Melissa, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations on the Senate Medal, too.
Shakara Parsons.
Shakara, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Hillary Chantel Quiring, Senate Medal of Distinction.
Hillary, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations on your Senate Medal.
Kathleen M. Roy Townsend.
Kathleen, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Samuel R. Sampson.
Samuel, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Claudia Saud.
Claudia, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Deanne L. Sugaru.
Deanne, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Antoinette Sukar.
Antoinette, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. You're welcome.
Allison Sidney.
Allison, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. Good luck.
Amy Jo Sadie Terrio.
Amy, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations. Good luck.
Joanne Constance Van Geest.
Joanne, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Michelle L. Wallace.
Michelle, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
Wendy Tabitha Weeb.
Wendy, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education. Congratulations.
These are our Master of Education graduates. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language in association with St. Mary's University on Miriam E. Abumango.
Miriam, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. That's in association with St. Mary's University, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Wonderful. I think there's people over there looking for you.
Dua Albalawi.
I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Congratulations.
Ali Bala.
Ali, I admit you to the Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sarah K. Dalton.
Sarah, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Congratulations.
Jill L. McLean.
Jill, I admit you to the degree of Master in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language.
Lisa F. McIntyre, Senate Medal of Distinction.
Lisa, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Congratulations.
Cassidy Brooke Scholl.
Cassidy, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Congratulations.
Jennifer M. Smith.
Jennifer, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Good luck.
Nicole Lee Walsh.
Nicole, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Good job.
Sheila Ellen Hooley.
Sheila, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, teaching English as a second language. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. You go there. She wants to be on stage, evidently.
Nahad Zed Yeclifton.
Nahad, I admit you to the degree of Master in Education and Curriculum Studies teaching English as a second language. Congratulations. Does she belong to you? It's okay, just go over there.
These are our Master of Education and Curriculum Studies graduates.
Go with Mama.
Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Master of Arts in Education on Randy C. Headley.
Randy. On behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Education with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Good job, Randy.
Yohoi Chung.
Okay, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Education. Good for you. You're welcome.
These are our Master of Arts in Education graduates.
Yay.
Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the Collegiate Honors of Graduation. I attest that they have successfully completed the required courses of student, and I ask that they be awarded the doctoral degree. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of PhD in Educational Studies on Aaron J. Careless.
We are so happy. Erin, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of PhD in Educational Studies with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You did a great job. Good. You're welcome.
Kesa Mizelle Monroe Anderson.
Kesa, I admit you to the degree of PhD in Educational Studies. Congratulations. Good job. Thank you. You did really well. Kesa.
In absentia. In addition, we confer the appropriate degrees on all those presented to the University Senate.
I confer degrees in absentia on those persons so designated by you. Thank you.
And now it's time to present some special awards. The Kappa Gamma Pi Award. Membership in Kappa Gamma Pi Honor Society of Catholic Universities is awarded to graduates who, in addition to high scholastic standing and a good record in extracurricular activities, give promise to academic leadership in the future. Our undergraduate Kappa Gamma Pi Award goes to Raina De Broer, Bachelor of Public Relations, undergraduate. Raina has proven to be an exceptional student, ambassador for the Mount, and a mentor to her peers. She achieved a grade point average of 4.03. She has demonstrated leadership and service as the editor of the student-run public relations publication Symmetry. She is an engaged and enthusiastic contributor to the Mount community. Congratulations, Raina. Our graduate Kappa Gamma Pi Award goes to Randy Headley, MA-ED graduate. Randy was nominated for this significant award for his positive contribution to the Mount community through his scholarship, leadership, and service. During his practicum project, Empowering Students of African Descent at MSVU, Randy committed countless hours bringing together students of African descent and facilitating various activities. These panel discussions, guest speakers, peer mentoring, and tutoring encourage learning and teachings from various cultures which supported the group's identity. It became evident from this work that a support group for Black students was greatly wanted and needed on campus. Randy's practicum eventually turned into a part-time role for him as the Afrocentric Support Group Coordinator. In this new role, Randy continued to go above and beyond expectations as he facilitated numerous new events and initiatives. Randy's thesis delved into the role of the ASG and the importance of such a position to the students in a post-secondary institution. As a new board member of the Delmore Buddy Day Learning Institute, there is no doubt that Randy will continue his valuable service to the Mount and to the broader community. Congratulations, Randy. The Governor General's Medal, graduate. Donated by the Governor General of Canada, this medal is given once per year at the graduate level to the top graduating master's student. This is presented annually at the spring convocation. This year, the award goes to Troy Messenger, Master of Education, Curriculum Studies. I had to wait for this first sentence. Troy graduated with a perfect grade point average of 4.3. He is a creative and technologically gifted teacher who communicates authentically with his students and who meaningfully inspires his peers. His peers describe him as a dedicated and sincere teacher who takes his responsibilities to his school and his students very seriously. Troy is an effective collaborator who eagerly steps up to leadership roles. Congratulations, Troy. The President's Prize. The President's Prize is a special award donated by the university president and awarded to the member of the graduating class whose energy, generosity, and commitment have enriched the university during their time as students and who show promise that their commitment will continue as alumni. It is with great pleasure we award the President's Prize to Morgan Atwater, Bachelor of Public Relations. The President's Prize seeks to recognize a student whose energy, generosity, and commitment has enriched the university during their time at the Mount. Since Morgan's arrival to the Mount in 2013, she has given back to Mount students and the entire Mount community. The list is long and highly commendable. For example, since 2013, Morgan has held roles including VP of Marketing and Communications for Resident Society, VP of Marketing and Communication for First Year Student Society, Professional Studies Student Representative, and Orientation Assistant. Her involvement in these activities have spanned from enhancing students' experience to advocating on their behalf. In 2016 and 17, Morgan was elected into the Vice President's advocacy role with the Mount St. Vincent Students' Union. In this position, Morgan led activities surrounding the promotion of awareness and diversity, acted as a student leader on university committees, coordinated the 18th annual Mount Shinorama campaign, and oversaw the Wellness Center and Food Pantry. Also, from 2015 to 2017, Morgan was a peer support worker with the Stay Connected Mental Health Project. She supported fellow students by facilitating self-reflection and growth, building confidence, and encouraging healthy lifestyle choices and positive coping strategies within the parameters of a peer support relationship. Morgan's commitment to academic success and her on-campus volunteer work and employment makes her a deserving recipient of the President's Prize. Congratulations, Morgan. The Valedictorian Prize. This provides all valedictorians with a lasting memento of their achievement and contribution to the graduating class. To be chosen valedictorian, the student must have maintained a strong academic record, must have been actively involved in a number of extracurricular activities, either on campus or in the community, and must have been nominated as a fitting spokesperson for the graduating class by their peers and/or their faculty. I am pleased to present the Valedictorian Award to Pamela Lovelace. Pam entered the Mount as an undergraduate student in 1992, graduating in 1999 with a BA Honors in English and a certificate in Business Administration. In 2008, while working full-time, she returned to the Mount as a graduate student in lifelong learning. And now, 10 years and many life changes later, Pam stands before us today as a proud graduate. A busy mother of 2 teens, full-time project manager at the School of Social Work, At Dalhousie, an active community volunteer, Pam works tirelessly to create change in her community. When she returned to the Mount, Pam put to work her skills as a former journalist, aspiring politician, and community advocate. She has been active as graduate student representative on the Students' Union and Senate, a member of the University Working Group on Freedom of Expression, and a 2018 volunteer for the Mount's annual Girls' Conference, sponsored by the Alexa McDonough Institute for Women, Gender, and Social Justice. Indeed, working for the empowerment of women has been one of Pam's passions. Outside the university, Pam volunteers as chair of Equal Voice Nova Scotia, 250 Vimy Royal Canadian Air Cadet Squadron, and the Memorial Committee to build a Veterans Monument in Hammonds Plains. And she also serves as board member in the Canadian Coalition for the Rights of Children. Pam's voice is frequently heard in media interviews and public events focused on these issues that mean so much to her. For her community work, Pam has received a number of awards and accolades, among them the HRM Volunteer of the Year Award and Nova Scotia Volunteer of the Year Award in 2014. She also was awarded the Canada Sesquicentennial Pin in 2017. Congratulations, Pam, on your work and on receiving this valedictorian award. I would now like to invite Pam to the podium to deliver the valedictorian address.
Wow, this is pretty exciting. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, Madam Board Chair, honorary degree recipients, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and my fellow graduates, good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to stand here before you today as valedictorian. I'm truly honored to offer these humble words to inspire, empower, and congratulate you all on a job well done. Convocation is a ceremony to acknowledge and honor our hard work and commitment to our programs, our school, our mentors, and especially ourselves. This afternoon, I will raise a few ideas for you to ponder, but I want you to join me in this speech because this is your speech. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, when I say change maker, you say, yeah. All right, let's try this. Change maker. Yeah. A little bit more, okay? So as scholars, we have withstood a significant personal challenge to complete our degrees. We've read, we've researched, we've written, we've studied, we've stayed up really late to complete those assignments. And some of us have worked full-time jobs. We've volunteered in our communities. We've cared for children, our elderly parents. Some of us have endured illness. But nevertheless, we persisted because we are change makers. That's it. So we have changed the course of our lives through education. And as you know, Mount St. Vincent University was founded 145 years ago, at a time when women did not have the universal right to vote. And it was founded by women for women in recognition of the importance of education for all women. Education is the greatest equalizer. And I'm proof of that, because as a child, I left school at the age of 16 to work full-time. But now I stand before you because I was given access to education. So let us thank those women who came before us, the women scholars who made the journey at a time when women were discouraged and not welcome at universities, who were shackled by their social status and their gender, and nevertheless, they persevered because they were change makers. And as students, we embraced the vision and values of Mount St. Vincent University. We shared our campus, our ideas, our lived experiences, and we were supported by the Students' Council, the Senate, the board, the faculty, the staff, and our classmates. And all of these individuals collectively created a welcoming space, an inclusive environment necessary for authentic learning and teaching to take place. And so for their commitment to accessible education, we thank them because they too are change makers. And as citizens, we have contributed to the vibrant life of this city and province. We have supported small businesses, given of ourselves to our community, and voted in elections, right? And attempted to influence the direction of our society and challenge the status quo for the betterment of all. And as a woman who entered politics to make a difference in my community, I encountered barriers and watched other women struggle under the weight of racism and sexism. And we can see the pendulum shift, though, towards a more equitable society where men and women stand up against harassment, abuse, and hate. The fact is, different ideologies, contextual and relational transformations in society throughout the last century have brought us where we are here today. And these histories inform our present. But we must take time to learn these stories and work collectively toward reconciliation. So together, we can shift the boundaries of the status quo. We must critique the world around us and create a foundation of evidence-informed vision, not of opinions, because opinions are wrought with judgment and bias and assumptions, and often opinions will fail us due to our privilege. So I challenge you to stay true to your vision. Critique it. Ask yourself, why do I think this? Have I learned it without questioning? Remind yourselves that you too are change makers. And now it's our turn to build the road for those who follow. And in the words of Bell Hooks, and I'll pick up on what Madame President said earlier, you pay it forward, so lift as you climb. And as alumni of Mount St. Vincent University, we will continue to share the path of learning together. We will mentor, we will teach, we will empower, and we will inspire, because we are the class of 2018, and we are change makers. Yeah. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Voilà, Hélène. Thank you so much.
Congratulations again. Thank you to you for being here to help us celebrate you. Thank you for everyone who came. You are invited to a reception. It's in the Margaret Norrie McCain Center atrium. You go on the elevator or the stairs to the second floor is the easiest way, and go across the RBC link, go through the library, and into the center. There are students around, and there are arrows which go in the right direction. So we'll see you there. I declare this convocation closed.
Please stand to sing O Canada.